Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Missouri's offense will start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The give on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, give on the inside. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and
breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Georgia's offense has the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you. He could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. On the move. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So they... Some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. Did the work himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
That's caught. It's Bacon. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Gonna run it. It's Daly. Running to Green. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses. And that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the air on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll try to feel the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
Turning it on! Touchdown Bulldogs! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Firing deep. Snags it down the right side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He stuck. Drive in the end zone, they'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Looking left. Makes a connection. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in. It's a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The give to the back. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Blunt. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Missouri wants to go fast. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to run it. He's in open space downfield. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Headed to the end zone. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like, thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend.
Touchdown, Dogs! And adjustment has been extended. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Gets away from one, finds some space. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Hit as he throws. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jet. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Makes the catch. It's Blunt. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
It's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on fourth down, and they're going to be coming off the field.
Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's showing you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
Got his man downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not yet another big play in this passing attack.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quickly.
Touchdown, Georgia! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of